Good evening, I'm Virginie Boone, contributing reviewer of California wine for Wine Enthusiast. Wente Family Estates has long been a major player in California, establishing itself in the Livermore Valley before there were wine regions to speak of anywhere else in the state. The family's fourth and fifth generations keep Wente as relevant today as when they began, as evidenced by its unprecedented release last year of Ent Wine, the first line of Food Network wines.
What's important about the Wente family story is probably the spirit of which my great-grandfather came to America and approached wanting to have his own business and wanting to have a family. His determination to have his own family and treat them all equitably is why I think we're all still here today.
Today, my two brothers and I are fourth generation owning and operating Wente vineyards, and I can't tell you how thrilled we are that we see the fifth generation equally as passionate about the business and engaged.
My great-great-grandfather, C.H. Wente, came over and he had 7 children. 2 of them, Ernest and Herman, went into the wine industry and they became the Wente brothers. And they brought cuttings of Chardonnay back from France and then took these Chardonnays, put them in the ground, and then people from all over the state would come to our property here and take cuttings. Now, 75 to 85% of all California Chardonnay is grown on the Wente clone.
They decided to name the wines that they were producing after the variety of grapes from which they were grown. And one of the very first releases that the Wente family made was a 1934 Chardonnay that was very well received, and it put Wente on the road to develop a reputation for the best Chardonnay. In the last 20 years, we've been able to add brands to a portfolio of wines that we represent that we now call Wente Family Estates. While Wente Vineyards is our flagship brand and the historical commitment of the family, the other brands really represent the varieties that can be grown in the Livermore Valley in a beautiful way.
An important aspect of our winery for me is how we operate, and we try to stay true to our values and make decisions that have integrity.
In the last few years, one of the things that's come out of California has been the Sustainable Wine Growing Alliance, and a whole lot of the things that are in the sustainability program are stuff that my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, ourselves have been doing for 100 years.
One of the things that makes Wente Vineyards unique is that we're 100% estate grown. So when people come out to the Livermore Valley and they see that, they see the beauty, the hillsides, the valley floors, the diversity of terroir and microclimates, they really understand that sense of place and they get a better feel for what Wente Vineyards is about.
It's fun to work with your family. It's fun to see the results. Certainly something like this Wine Enthusiast Award is a good measure of, I think, doing good things, the right things, and being recognized for it.
When I look at the other recipients of this award, we're just very honored to be included in the group, and we're very thankful.
I'm quite proud of what we do. We've got a very good history. We've done some wonderful things for the Livermore Valley. We make very good wine. We've got a very good group of employees, and I think that there's lots of opportunities to go.
The legacy that I would want to pass on to my children is one of loving and respecting the land and having pride in the product that they produce so that at the end of every day they feel proud of every effort that they put into it.
Please welcome our Wine Enthusiast, Wine Star, American Winery of the Year, Wente Family Estates.
Thank you. Boy, as I look out at this group, it seems to me we are all shaped by our experiences and the people in them. As so many of you before me tonight, I just want to thank Adam and the Wine Enthusiast team for this lovely evening and for considering Wente Vineyards for this honor. On behalf of my brothers, Eric and Philip, and my nephew, Carl, our fifth-generation winemaker, I think we feel such a sense of gratitude to be born into a family that has farmed in the Livermore Valley and produced lasting, wonderful wines for over 129 years. We are fortunate to belong to a family I think we are truly fortunate to belong to a family that teaches strong ethics, core values, and hard work. We also feel fortunate to have a father and a grandfather who inspired by example and did business with the trust of a handshake. Our father and grandfather taught us courage, to not ask someone to do what we would not, and to treat people with respect and equality. There are many people who have shaped the Wente family experience through multiple generations, and you are here celebrating with us this evening, and we really thank you. It's just, I think your contributions have allowed us to achieve this award. You all know who you are and what each one has contributed to making us a successful, family-owned and operated winery. There is one person, we, my two brothers and I, and Carl, and Julie Wente, who's also in the room, that we'd like to give special thanks to, and that is my mother, Jean Wente. To quote my brother, yeah. To quote my brother Phil, she is the shining North Star, a woman with vision, a guiding light, as well as being our Rock of Gibraltar and really providing us with that support and confidence. She has always been there for us personally and professionally. So I would like you all to raise a glass and toast to her and to all of you. And we thank you for everything that you've done, and we're very honored and grateful to have you here this evening. Thank you.